Welcome to another video, guys. Thank you for watching. On this video, I'm going to show you how to develop, how to give the first baby steps onto developing your own personal brand. So let's dive right into it. Hey guys, what's going on? Hernan Vazquez here. And if you want to develop your own personal brand, and something that has been going through my mind during the past couple of months, well, I actually make the choice and take the conscious step of actually start developing my personal brand. And I have always been behind some sort of a bigger brand. For example, Semantic Mastery, Sisube in Spanish, and some other projects that I've been behind back in the day. Now, I've always feared that if I decided to go on the personal brand route, devoting time to grow my own website, my own YouTube channel, for example, my own Twitter, etc., the problem would be that I wouldn't dedicate that time into growing the other brands. And what's funny is that when I started developing my own personal brand, that's one of the most wise business decisions that I've taken, because now, for example, HernanVazquez.com, my website, is one of the biggest referrals of traffic for SemanticMastery.com. It's also one of the biggest assets when it comes to bringing people into the funnel for Sisube, the Spanish company. So it's pretty damn cool what happens when you're developing your own personal brand. And that's why I'm encouraging my partners on the different ventures that I'm at to develop their own personal brands. Not only because they will feel probably better about themselves, but also because that's a great asset in order to bring people into the company's funnel. Okay, so do not be afraid of developing your own personal brand, because again, I've had a great deal of opportunities, podcast interviews, guest postings, opportunities that you can then use to funnel people into or get new clients into your older brands or your bigger brands, etc. So on this video, I wanted to talk about real quick how you can start giving the first steps on your own personal brand. And that's something that I have had some issues at the beginning, so that's why I wanted to share with you my experience, etc. So step number one is to actually create your social profiles. By social profiles, I mean if you have your own Facebook account, if you have your own Twitter, when you're tweeting, cutie cat pictures and those kind of things, those things won't cut it, especially with Facebook. We usually have, I usually have a family, quote unquote, family and friends Facebook, and then I have another professional Facebook account. This can also be achieved with a professional Facebook page, all right? So you wanna have a professional Facebook page where you can, post your work, when people can actually reach out to you. That's public, that's accessible, but you wanna keep the other side of things, like your own personal Facebook profile, like separate from that. So first off, if you have your own personal accounts, like your own Twitter account, your own Instagram accounts, you can do pretty much two things with them. One is to repurpose them, which I wouldn't suggest, because you will need to go back through the history of your posts and erase stuff, or maybe delete people. That's probably not the best way to go. The best way to go is to actually create new profiles, new accounts, etc. So go ahead, create a new Facebook account, or it can be a new Facebook account where you can actually add people as friends, or you can have a Facebook page, a Google Plus account for your own personal brand, a Twitter account, Instagram account, Snapchat account, LinkedIn account for your own personal brand, etc. So that's step number one, okay? Open different and differentiated personal and professional accounts, okay? So that's step number one. Step number two would be to brand them consistently. As you can see here, I'm on my YouTube channel and I have this logo, this Hernan Vazquez logo, all over the place, okay? I have it here, I have it on my Instagram account, I have it on Facebook, I have it pretty much everywhere, because I want to be consistent. Since you're developing a personal brand, it applies the same rules as building, a non-personal brand or a company brand, all right? You need to use the logo, the description, everything must match. So I'm here on YouTube, for example, and here's my Twitter profile. As you can see, I have the same logo right there. All right, guys? So step number 2 is to be consistent. Now, how do you actually start building up your following? So that's where step 3, step 4 comes into play. Step 3 is to join communities and actually be out there participating. By communities, I mean they can be forums, they can be Google Plus communities, they can be Facebook groups. A great deal of the followers that I have today came from Facebook groups, like participating on Facebook group, etc. for 6 months ago, 8 months ago, maybe a year ago. So I started participating in forums, like actually helping people, answering people, their comments, posting useful stuff on those Facebook groups, and that gave me like a nice following on Facebook as well. You can do the same on Google Plus communities. Those are great to answer questions, to be out there helping people out. Then forums is also a great way of bringing free traffic or bringing new followers to your brand. I'm gonna leave a link below so that you can download a guide where I go step by step on how to actually access these communities and be actually out there helping people out. So that's step number 1. Be really, really helpful, okay? Do not try to actually bring people into your funnel. Just try to be as helpful as possible. And step number 4, sorry, that was step number 3, right? Step number 4 is to be out there networking. And by networking, I mean do not try to approach people into a short-term, mindless, quick gain mentality, but rather try to develop long-term relationships with them. Your own personal brand will follow you the rest of your life. It's super important that you have that in mind. There's a good thing and a bad thing about it. The good thing is that if I, for example, at some point get tired of doing this internet marketing thing and I want to pivot into some other market, I could do it because I have a personal brand. So my followers will be following me wherever I try to go. The same thing will happen to you. Now the bad piece of this is that personal brands are super hard to sell because like Tony Robbins, Mike Diller, Frank Kern, they are all like personal brands and they will have a hard time selling those personal brands, and the personal brand will follow you forever. So that's the mentality that you want to have when posting a YouTube video, when tweeting, or when approaching somebody that's above your level and you want them to help you. So try to approach other people and network in a way that will help you growing your long-term assets. Play the long-term game with your customers and with your connections as well. So do not try to actually do the short-term game, try to do the long-term game. So just to recap, step number 1, open your profiles separately from your personal profiles, okay? Your personal brand is not your personal life. Just have that in mind. You can share some nuggets of your personal life into your personal brand, but you need to be really sure about what you're sharing or what you do not want to share. So, step number 1 is to actually go out there and open additional profiles. Step number 2 is to brand them all together and make them consistent. As you can see here on my Twitter account, on my YouTube, my Facebook, etc., they are all pretty much consistent and I'm using the same links, the same description, the same everything. Step number 3 is to participate in communities. Communities are a launch pad for your own personal brand. If you use them consistently, I'm gonna leave a link below so that you can download a free guide, and I talk about all communities and all about communities on that guide as well. And step number 4 is to network with people that you really admire, that are above your level, but network in a value proposition way. I've also made a video about how to get mentored by anyone, and this goes hand in hand with that video. I'm gonna leave a link over here so that you can join that video as well. I hope that these 4 steps help you to promote your own personal brand. And again, if you have a company, having your own personal brand, in my opinion, is a must, because it will allow you to bring people back into your funnel, into your company funnel, and whatever you want to do after with your personal brand. And plus, it's a ton of fun. Okay, we get to hang out, and I get to ramble in your face, which is a pretty damn cool, right? Thumbs up. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Leave me your comment below. Subscribe if you want more videos. Leave me a like. I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.